So basically what we're doing today is we're going to be mowing people's lawns and catching the butterflies out of their lawns. Butterfly catching is an important part of lawn care, as is the actual lawn mowing itself. One of the other things that we can do in this game is we can change our outfits. It's really important that you don't wear the same outfit over and over again when you're mowing lawns. That makes things stale and boring, and as you know, if you're not spicing things up a little bit when you're out there on your riding mower, you're not going to be out there for very long. Now, the house that we're mowing right now is a young lady named Jasmine. She's a yoga instructor on the weekends. It's something that she's been really interested in doing for a long time, but just never had the courage to do up until recently. She's been posting a lot of pictures of her yoga routines on Instagram, and she's gotten a pretty honest amount of followers. So she's pretty proud of herself, but in all of the hustle and bustle, she's just not had time to really get down there and mow her lawn. So we're here to mow her lawn for her. Thank God. Jasmine pays us a cool 100 rubies to do it. And there we go. Now we just got to watch a real quick ad. That's part of lawn mowing as well. Everybody knows that the ad filters aren't typically on when you're on your riding mower. But that's okay, because I'm dedicated to the craft. I love mowing lawns, and oh yeah, by the way, we've got a toolbox that we can open down here. So the toolboxes give us cool new things for our mower and cool new outfits and stuff like that. We're gonna see what do we got today. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a blue neon cutter. It splits grass tips from their base at the atomic level. Now that seems like some crazy shit. So that was our old mowing blade right there. Here's our new mowing blade. Just straight up Tron. Awesome. Oh, we're going to go ahead and open this box as well. It's going to make us wait, but we'll get that here in a little bit when it's a little bit cheaper. Now here's the thing about these types of mowing jobs, is that it's just a big open field. It wouldn't really be difficult for anyone to get out here and mow this, but for some reason they're paying us to do it. I think the Parks and Rec Department's spending has been way out of control this year, and quite frankly, I don't feel like I am an essential worker as it relates to this job. I definitely think that somebody from the Parks and Rec Department could have done it themselves, but they chose to hire me to do it instead. Now, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. If they're going to pay me $30 to do this, I'm going to be right out here and I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my damnedest. But the thing about it is, that's my tax dollars that they're spending. They're paying me with my own tax dollars and with your tax dollars too. And quite frankly, I just don't think that that's okay. But I'm not here today to take a stand against the Parks and Rec Department. I'm here today to get a good mowing job going on. Let's go ahead and mow this down, and then we'll see what you guys got going on down here in the chat. Uh-oh, here's the one thing about the Parks and Rec areas, though, is that they do have some good butterflies. Some of the best, as a matter of fact. Now, I believe I'm seeing an image form from underneath the grass. It definitely looks like an astronaut. And you know, that's cool and all, but it just brings me back to my original point. Like, why is the Parks and Rec Department spending all this money making astronaut-shaped grass when they could be spending it on better things? You know, I mean, there's nothing in this park. There's not a swing set, there's no slides, there's not like a walking trail or anything like that. It's literally just a big plot of land with an astronaut on it. Who thought that was a good idea? Now we left one tiny little sliver of grass down here. That's what the pros call a little something to come back for. Alright, so we've got an advertisement going over here. I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Do you feel satisfied with your life? 3R1C is saying. You know, is anyone truly happy, or are we just content? I think that that's something that we all need to ask ourselves at certain times is, are you really happy with your life, or is there something out there that would make you a little bit happier? The short answer to your question, though, is yes, I'm incredibly happy with my life. I love mowing lawns, especially through the comfort of my phone, and I'll probably be here doing this all day. The Prime Meister says, good job mowing, my guy. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. I've been practicing for a long time. Fact of the matter is, it's not always easy. That's not an easy job to just get down there and be mowing all the time, but, you know, it's back-breaking labor, but it's okay. I'm happy with it. Philip124 says, great mowing, mate. Oh, yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Anop Hapslap says, that's an excellent point. You know, I think it's just something that we've all got to think about sometimes. What really makes you happy in life? Is it mowing on your mobile phone, or is it getting out there and getting a real job? I think we both know the answer. That's an excellent point. Waffle and Chicken says pro. Hey, what's up, bro? Waffle and Chicken says mic is broke now. I probably had my finger over it whenever I picked it up, so let me know if you still can't hear me. Fix now. Yes, I must have put my little pinky finger over it. By the way, YouTube channel just released the other day. It's called App-ocalypse now. The easiest way to find it is this tiny URL right here, tinyurl.com/justmowing. And there's a couple of different ways you can support the channel as well if you're interested. But let's get back to mowing. We've got more important things to worry about here than me gabbing. And quite frankly, I love you guys. I appreciate all of the valid points that you've made in the chat, but none of that is nearly as important as me getting these lawns mowed. Alright, so this right here is Daryl's house. Daryl is a pretty interesting guy. He's been out of work for a while, and that's why he's let his lawn grow up. His wife left him a couple of years ago, and he's just really not recovered ever since then. He's went through a couple of different phases. He's tried, like, you know, the whole motorcycle thing. He's tried getting into health and fitness, and that didn't really stick. He tried becoming a Twitch streamer, and that just didn't really work out for him. He's not really been able to fill that void that's been there ever since his wife left, quite frankly. But he's been getting out of his house a little bit more, focusing on his hygiene step by step, and just working his way out of bed. He's a real good guy, but still not quite where he needs to be keeping his lawn in you know, good condition. So he's been paying me to do that. Anyway, F's in chat for Daryl and his relationship with his wife. It's a damn shame. So we just completed John Street. That means we're gonna... Oh, an epic toolbox? Contains an epic item. I've not gotten one of these yet. This is a new kind of toolbox. So we'll open that as soon as possible. That's... I mean, you know, I'm not gonna put words in their mouth, but it seems kind of epic. Free stocks. No, don't use them for free stocks. Use that link for free stocks. tinyurl.com/ap-free-stock. The ads on this game are interfering with my own personal advertisements. Stop it. Alright, which street are we moving to now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Beatrice Street. Oh man, cost 1,440 gems. So we're gonna have to wait for... Let's go ahead and let's just open this thing. I think it costs, yeah, 174. So we'll open that. That way we can go ahead and start the timer on the epic toolbox. Oh boy, a dark green seat. No, I'm not interested. The seat that we got now is way cooler than that. So this is gonna take a whole day. So maybe around this time tomorrow I'll stream again and we'll get to see what's in that epic toolbox. But anyway, this is Sally and Derek's home. Unlike Daryl, Sally and Derek have been happily married for about 10 years now. Their kid just started school last week. It was probably one of the most prideful moments of their entire lives. It was real cute whenever they dropped him off. There was a single tear went down Sally's face. Here's the thing, is that their kid's been showing some signs of potential developmental disorders, but they really can't figure out whether or not the kid has any developmental disorders until they get him into the school, see if he's going to interact with any other kids. And that's really what this week is about. Sally and Derek... Did I say Daryl or Derek? I don't know. Anyway, Sally and Derek are real excited to see whether or not their kid has any of these developmental issues. They truly believe that he doesn't, but quite frankly, even if he does, they're going to love him just the same anyway. You know, that's not what matters in life. And I think that's an important lesson that we can learn from Sally and Derek. Whichever one I said second. They're both kind of similar names. And don't you guys let that become a rumor either. Just because I mixed up their names doesn't mean that Sally's fooling around on her man. Does not mean that there's anything weird going on there, or that I know anything about it if so. So stop asking me so many questions about it. Boom. Alright, let's do one more lawn and then we'll see what you guys are saying in chat. Yeah, another advertisement. See, that's the thing about mowing lawns, guys, is you gotta get used to the advertisements. It's just a fact of life. It's never gonna stop. You can sit around and you can be upset about it. Now this is a park that I'm truly proud of. I talk about the Parks and Recreation Department not spending our money wisely, but quite frankly, I think we can all agree that this statue of a lawnmower is, like, this is what it's all about. This is what our money should be spent on. This is the type of thing that I pay taxes for. And I'm not gonna lie, I contributed to why this statue is set up here. The statue is set up back in 2005, after the great mowing pandemic of 2005, in which everybody just stopped mowing their lawns for one reason or another. It was a weird situation. There's still really no explanation for it. People look back and they say, like, man, I just can't figure out why I stopped mowing my lawn for that whole year. But they did. They all did. Except for those of us that are professionals and that are trained to handle the job. We went out there and we really handled it. We got all the grass mowed, and they put up a statue to honor us. And it's something that I'm proud of, something I think about every single day. And quite frankly, during these strange times when, a lot of us are quarantined in our house and we can't really get out to mow our lawns, I think that this is when lawn care professionals step up once again and, we make ourselves known. We make ourselves known, we get out there and we just do what's right for America. Okay, so we're halfway done with Beatrice Street. Let's check into the chat and see what you guys are saying. I'll just position my phone right here for no particular reason. Try not to put my pinky on the speaker. What do we got? Waffle and Chicken says pro. Shellhead Reddit says, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, not a lot, just out here mowing these lawns. What's up with you? Waffle and Chicken said, Mike is broke now, fixed now. I already read all that, huh? Nice jacket. Yeah, it's a genuinely nice jacket. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Are you talking about his jacket? You guys watching this yet? Tiger King? Nice jacket, gave me an F in chat. What do they do to the boxes? So yeah, the toolboxes, I think you guys already saw me open that up. That gives us cool new items for our mower and stuff like that. We'll go through all the cool items I've collected here in just a moment. That way you guys can really see what this game's all about. Dingleroot, he is a man of sheer fucking will. You're damn right I am, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't really understand about lawn care professionals, is that we really do have an iron will, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get your lawn mowed. All you gotta do is pay us in pure red rubies. We don't accept cash payments anymore. Only rubies, but it's worth a job well done. Reckon says, nice mow job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm real good at mow jobs. I've been giving mow jobs in back alleys and for just genuinely cheap prices since high school. Giving mow jobs and getting paid for them has paid for a lot for me. It's worked my way through college, halfway through college I dropped out, but it's done a lot for me. It's done a lot. Elemi, can you do a Tiger King impression? Well, I'm gonna have to say Carol Baskin probably murdered her husband. Carol Baskin, we'll do the whole next lawn. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring Joe Exotic on as a guest for the stream, and he's actually going to mow the next lawn, because the next lawn is, in fact, Carol Baskin's lawn. Foxwolf357 says, hey. Hey, my dude. My fiance's heading out for the day. I love you, Kaylee. Have a good day. Bye. Elemi says, LOL. LOL. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna invite Joe Exotic onto the stream. Joe Exotic is gonna do this next lawn for us. Alrighty, thank you so much, Elo. I do appreciate you letting me onto your stream here, and I do appreciate you letting me mow this lawn, even though it belongs to that bitch, Carol Baskins. Now, the thing is out here in this dirt pile that you can see I'm just kind of hanging out in front of right now, a lot of us believe that this is where Carol Baskins buried her husband. A lot of people do think that Carol Baskins let her tigers eat her husband, but I know for a fact she did that, or she set that rhetoric up just to kind of throw us off her trail. Now, I've been doing a lot of streams of my own. I'm not just here to mow lawns or anything like that. I do a lot of streams of my own. Mostly songs and dance dedicated to the fact that Carol Baskins is a bitch and that she murdered her husband. Quite frankly, if it were up to me, I'd put that bitch in prison. But it ain't up to me. So anyway, finishing up this lawn here, I'm going to go home and probably seduce some straight men with drugs, and then I'm going to have sex with them. Thank you so much for joining the stream, Joe Exotic. You have a great day, and fuck that bitch, Carol Baskins. Am I right? Alright, so we gotta do a quick Aladdin ad here. I'm actually... What is this? What is Disney Sorcerer's Arena? Have any of you guys played this? Is it all just Aladdin? Oh no, so I guess it must be like a compilation type game. Alright, what do we got up next? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, this is a pretty special house. This belongs to the captain of the football team. His name's Duke. His parents bought this house for him. Now, I'm not gonna put Duke down. Duke's a good, hard-working man on the football field, but quite frankly, outside of the football field, Duke, I wouldn't say he takes care of himself, you know what I mean? The man relies on his parents a lot. Parents bought him the house, parents bought him the car, but goddamn can that boy score a touchdown. And I mean he can really score a touchdown. And if there's two things I love, it's football and it is mowing the lawn on football fields. Not in that order necessarily. If I'm being honest, I do like mowing the football field lawns a little bit more than I like the actual sport. But it's just not time for us to have our day in the spotlight yet. One day, competitive lawn mowing is going to be a thing, but until then, I'm happy for Duke. I go down there to all of his games, I cheer him on, and I mow his lawn. I cheer him on and I mow his lawn. It's, it's the creed of the lawn care professional. Now here's another statue representing the lawn mowing pandemic of 2005 that I was telling you guys about here a little while ago. They put a couple of statues up to celebrate us, honestly. It was a really nice thing. Oh yeah, I said that we were going to look at all my cool items that I got. Let's look at those. So you can see here I've got a little laser mower. I've also got a regular blade. It is a reliable, dependable, and tough blade. And then I've got this standard cutter, which basically looks like, it's meant to clean things more so than cut them. But we're sticking with the laser for right now because it's fucking cool. Now, I can wear no hat. You might have thought I was bald when I'm wearing my cap. It does kind of look like I'm bald, but I'm not. So we've got a baseball cap. We've got this one that's the tweed cap. Shine your boots, governor. And then we've got this one, the sun hat. I think the sun hat has the best appeal to it, and quite frankly, it's the most practical hat to wear while you're mowing. Any lawn care professional will tell you that. Now let's see, we've got this red tough body mower, and we've got this old yellow sporty body. Let's go ahead and switch over to the tough body for right now. In terms of seats, we've got this cool, race car looking seat. We've got this black seat, this green seat. I like the camo seat because I don't want people to see me when I'm outside mowing. I prefer that it kind of be like a secret job. So we're going to switch over to the camo for now. We've got these heavy duty tires. We've also got these yellow sporty wheels. We're going to stick with the off-road wheels for right now because I like to take this off-road every now and then. And then we've got this fancy blue steering wheel. It's just fancy, I don't really know. Oh, it's called the Aqua Classico wheel. It's a Classico steering wheel to blast you into the past. And blasted we are, brother. Blasted we are. Now let's get back to it. Once again, I don't always agree with the decisions that the Parks and Rec department makes, but this is one that I can definitely agree with. The mowing pandemic of 2005 was a rough time for all of us, and I'm just glad that myself and other lawn care professionals were able to step up and get the job done. Alright. So yeah, a white morpho. Guys, now, I don't know how much you know about butterflies in this video game, but the white morpho is a pretty rare butterfly. Now, I've been doing this for a couple of days now, streaming just about every day, sometimes twice a day, and I can tell you, that's only the second white morpho I've seen. So, that's a pretty big deal. It's a really big deal. Just going to go ahead and take a little off the top here. Really make sure that this statue just pops when people walk into this park. I want that to be the first thing that they see. Not, 3 foot of grass. I'll tell you, the county commissioner, man, he has just been riding my case hard this last couple of weeks about getting this mowing job done. And I told him, same thing I tell all my customers. It's first come, first serve. I've got people booking me ahead for weeks to mow their lawns because apparently nobody in this town mows their lawn themselves. It's a real sad situation, but it's good for me and the the men and women of the lawn care professional industry because this is what keeps the rubies in our pocket, and we do love rubies. We've all decided as a group to stop accepting cash. We only accept payments in the form of rubies now, which has admittedly slowed things down a little bit, but it's probably for the best, really, because if there were any more lawns for us to mow, I just don't know that we would actually keep up. But anyway, let's check in on the chat, see what you guys are saying. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube. You can go to Tiny... Oh wait, I was probably covering up the speaker again. Let's check out the chat, see what's going on here. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, tinyurl.com/justmowing. What are you guys saying? Foxwolf357, good video. Hey, thanks, bro. I've been working pretty hard on it. A lot of people underestimate how hard it really is to get these lawns mowed, but I'm doing it for you guys. I know that quarantine's been tough for a lot of us, and I just want to make sure that you guys understand that your lawn care professionals in your city, your lawn care professionals all around you, they care about you. They really care about you. Bindi Fazbear says, what are you playing? The game that I am playing is called It's Literally Just Mowing. It's Literally Just Mowing. I'm not sure if it's available. Not sure if it is available on the iPhone App Store, but it is in fact available on the Google Play Store. How did they smuggle a phone into prison? You're talking about Joe Exotic, I take it? I'm not going to answer that question for you there, Spooky Mussolina, because I think we both know the answer. And I'm not trying to be gross or anything, but if you know a couple of things about Joe Exotic and you know a couple of things about how things get snuck into prison, that's a pretty simple answer, right? Next Anxiety gave me a bless up. I don't know what that is. That's awesome. Is that... I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. A couple of other people have said, what game is this? Once again, it's called It's Literally Just Mowing. It's Literally Just Mowing. That's the name of the game. Tin Templar says, show fridge. Don't know what that means. I'm not in a room with a refrigerator, but I am ice cold, baby. You know what I'm saying? Adolf on the net, game name, big boy. It's Literally Just Mowing. Joe Mama Bro 69 420. He said yeetus fetus. They removed the fetus eating feature from the game, which I thought was kind of controversial to begin with. I was always a big fan of the yeetus fetus mini games that came on this game, but they got rid of them, and I think that's just something that we're all going to have to deal with, quite frankly. It doesn't seem like it's going to come back. I mean, you guys know that with the new... kind of the politically correct culture that exists, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you really gonna do? Alright, so this is my good friend Ahmed's house. Ahmed is an immigrant, and he's been working really hard on passing his citizenship test. He's been studying, he's been really putting in the work, and as a result, he's not really had time to get out here and mow his lawn. Um, Now, Ahmed is no stranger to stereotypes. He's been in the United States for a couple of years. He's heard them all. Racism hurts him at the core, but the one thing he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to single-handedly contribute to a new stereotype and make people think that, immigrants don't mow their lawns. I can vouch immigrants do in fact mow their lawns, or at least Ahmed does. I know that for sure. He's just had, he's been pretty busy lately, so I've been mowing his lawn for him, free of charge, so that, we can make sure that everything's sorted. I just don't want him to feel bad about not being able to mow his lawn. How to get your free stocks according to Weeble, they're wrong. The best way to get your free stocks is to go to tinyurl.com/apfreestock. Don't know what this Weeble bullshit is. Oh, yeah, I know exactly where we're at now. Now, we've got a lightning toolbox. We can open that up without even waiting. Let's see what we got. Pink Industry Cutter. Reliable, dependable, tough. We gotta switch over to the pink cutter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks so nice. Hey, that's gonna look nicer with our yellow. Yeah, pink lemonade. Now let's go ahead and let's make the tires yellow too. And we're gonna have to switch away from the camo for a little bit. I think that, yeah. We'll just go with the regular black sea. We don't want to distract away from the pink mower blades, which, that's the piece de la resistance. So anyway, this is Sally's house. Sally is... she's kind of an elderly lady. She's older, but she is pretty fit, too. She really cares about physical fitness, even in her old age. And she's a lusty old gal, I'll tell you. Last week, she walked outside to start pumping up her bike tires, and she was wearing a pretty low-cut tank top. And I accidentally looked for maybe a little too long. And she noticed. She made direct eye contact with me, and she did not stop. As a matter of fact, she started pumping air into her tire even more vigorously. I definitely got the impression that she knew what she was doing, especially since she kept looking at me. She never broke eye contact, not for a second. And that's not an uncommon story. Sally's just kind of like that with the men in town, and, we all appreciate Sally. She's, maybe a little too old for me, but you gotta really respect her moxie for just getting out there, keeping herself looking good, and she clearly knows what she wants. .180. So that's called a full 180. That's when you turn your mower all the way around, seemingly effortlessly. It's kind of a hard move for beginners to pull off, but for us lawn care professionals, it's just part of the game. It's just part of the game. Every now and then you're going to have to do those full 180s to get those real tight spots. Oh, man. So here we've got a soccer field. As you can see, they've been the public school system here, they've been pouring all of their money into these new football fields, pouring all of these money into getting new textbooks for the kids, and I think they're really forgetting about what's important, which is lawn care. Guys, like, not nearly enough of their budget is going into proper lawn care, and as a result, you end up with things like this, these soccer fields that are grown up to your knees, and I'll tell you, as a lawn care professional, I'm not okay with it. This is Woodbridge Drive Park right here, and Woodbridge Drive Park is, it's a park that I went to when I was a kid. One of the things that I loved so much about the park when I was a kid was that the lawn was always properly taken care of. And I have to say that nowadays, the lawn is no longer properly taken care of. They're really just not spending the amount of rubies that it takes to keep these things done. And, you know, I'll get out here and I'll help, but quite frankly, they're not paying me enough. A lot of the money that I make on these jobs, I make by catching and selling these butterflies. You can see we just got a common egg fly. Common egg flies they're pretty common. I mean, you know, it's in the name. They're not trying to hide it. They're not trying to pretend to be rare egg flies or fancy egg flies or anything like that. They know what they are. They know that they're common folk. They're okay with it. And I can sell them for a couple of rubies. I get a few rubies out of that. The real important thing with mowing these types of lawns is you got to get in under the nets. A lot of people forget that, but if you don't, the grass will stop that soccer ball in its tracks, and that does count in the actual game. Like, that does count as not scoring a goal. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll leave the grass growing up real tall on the away side of the field, and I'll cut it down real short on the home team side of the field. Some people call it cheating, but I just call it strategy. You know what I mean? Let's get back in on the chat here, see what you guys are saying. Once again, YouTube channel is tinyurl.com. Oh wait, I was covering up the microphone again. Once again, YouTube channel is tinyurl.com/justmowing. Go give us a look. There's other ways to help out the channel as well, but, you know, you just do your thing. So let's see what we got. Joe Mama Bruh, oh yeah, he had said the yeetus fetus, and I said they actually removed the fetus yeeting feature from the game, which is, it's a damn shame, but I get it. You know, we're living in a politically correct culture nowadays. It's probably for the best. Spooky Mussolini, do all the big streamers use MS Paint as their stream overlay? Not enough of them, in my opinion. Not nearly enough of them, in my opinion. MS Paint is probably one of the most technologically advanced image editing softwares that is out there, really. I mean, sometimes you got to go pixel by pixel. You got to really, really zoom in there, and you got to kind of erase things just pixel by pixel and smooth them up pixel by pixel. I will say that, like, something you could do in Photoshop in about an hour might take you 3 or 4 days to do in MS Paint. But you really just can't beat the quality, guys. I think anyone looking at this overlay right now knows that it just screams quality. It just screams donate Bitcoin. It just screams support my stream, support my YouTube channel. And it just screams Joe Exotic. Look at that guy's face. You're probably looking at this right now and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, this is just a picture that he pulled off from Google Images. But if you get in real close, you can see I actually made this in MS Paint. Pixel by pixel, painted right across. It's a pretty good look. I milk kittens' milk. Immigrants don't mow their lawns. I've always said this. No. Like I said, Ahmed's a good friend of mine. He does, in fact, mow his lawn. Just not right now. He's really got a lot going on with the citizenship test. And I'm here to do what I can on flattening the curve on that kind of, you know, I don't want to call you a racist or anything, I milk kittens' milk, but we're going to call that racist rhetoric. We're going to call that racist rhetoric. Immigrants do mow their lawns. Let's see. Let's dispel the notion that Sally doesn't know what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's what I'm saying. Now, I've never personally made a sexual harassment complaint against Sally. I think she's charming. She's a nicer old lady. But I will say there are a couple of guys in town that she's made some moves on in front of their significant others, and I do think that they are considering legal action. So, you know, you really got to play with the hand that you're dealt in life sometimes, and Sally was dealt a couple of double D's and a fit body, and she's trying to do what she can with it in her old age. P8 King says, "God's sakes, man, tell me about the fucking golf shoes." I don't have any idea what you're talking about, to be 100% with you, but I do know for a fact that if you're a lawn care professional, Sometimes you do want to wear golf shoes into like the muddier terrains. They've got like a nice cleat appeal to them, and they stick a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I've always said that it's a bad idea, but lawn care professionals continue to do it. Miu Mau 420 says, "You're really funny, dude." Hey, I appreciate that. I really do. If you want to see more, go check out my YouTube channel, tinyurl.com/justmowing. As a matter of fact, all of this is going to be on there. All of this is going to be on there. This is all a video that I'm recording right now for my YouTube channel, so go check it out. 10 Templar, OMG, your pattern is inefficient. Listen here, buddy. I've been a lawn care professional for 16 years. 16 years. I dropped out of college. To go mow people's lawns, and I've learned a lot over the last 16 years. And if there's one thing that I know, it's that sometimes the patterns that look the most inefficient are actually the most efficient. Whatever pattern you're talking about, whatever damn pattern you're talking about that you saw that you think is inefficient, I will guarantee you, 10 Templar, I will guarantee you, buddy, I shaved off at least 13 seconds mowing that lawn. You understand? Ever say that my pattern's inefficient, I've never been so offended in my fucking life. I am a lawn care professional. Alright. Cassie Dog, I used to play lawnmower videos on my computer to make my brother think I was boring and go away. I flattened... Oh. Those are two different people. They both just have purple backgrounds on their avatar. I used to play lawnmower videos on my computer to make my brother think I was boring and go away. You know, I think we've all been there. It's a trick as old as... one of the oldest tricks in the book. It's right up there with giving your little brother like an unplugged controller so that they can play the lawnmower simulator games with you. I know when I was a kid, I had a collection of lawnmower simulating video games, and my brother never thought that those were boring. He definitely thought that the lawnmower videos were boring because you don't get to get in there and do the hard work yourselves. But he always wanted to play my lawn mowing video games, and that's normally what I would do. I would just give him an unplugged controller, and he would think he was mowing the lawns right there with me. I would be like, "Oh yeah, you're controlling the blades, I'm controlling the wheels. Just spin the analog stick around in circles. That's all you've got to do." And he always believed me, that stupid motherfucker. Spooky Mussolini, I flattened my dog's curve. Now that sounds kind of violent. I think a lot of dogs have those curves in their spines for a reason. If you flatten them, you do stand a chance of potentially damaging your dog's internal organs. So I would recommend against whatever you're doing over there, Spooky Mussolini. Fear and Loathing quote. What did I say that was a Fear and Loathing quote? I've seen that movie a lot of times, but what did I say? You'll have to P8 King, throw that back in chat. What was the Fear and Loathing quote? Who reads when you can mow? That's what I'm saying, Spooky Mussolini. Fuck reading. You can learn a lot more on a lawnmower than you can in a textbook, in my opinion. His name is Joe Lawn. Oh yeah, this guy? Yeah, this is Joe Lawn-Zadaka. Why so mad, bro? It's only a game. Will Smith 69 said that... I hope you're joking. I really hope you're fucking joking, Will. Lawn care is everything, alright? When you go outside and you walk around your lawn and you're not complaining about chiggers and ticks getting on your legs, you're not complaining about, "Oh man, the lawn's too high," or quite frankly, there's a lot worse things that can happen if lawns get out of control. We're considered an apex predator right now, but if you let that grass grow up too high, what you're going to have is you're going to have animals that can get in to that grass, and they can hurt you, they can damage you. Will Smith said, "Sorry, no, please don't kill me." Okay. Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I get a little bit passionate about lawn care sometimes, but when you've been in the business as long as I have, it's, that's just the way it is. JRO5 said, "Nah, fuck 10 Templar." Sorry, 10 Templar. I didn't mean to come at you so hard to make the other people in chat hate you, but, you don't say that my patterns are inefficient, alright? I just got here and the first thing I hear is I used to play lawnmower videos. Yeah, that's the type of stream this is, bro. We're talking about mowing lawns. Will Smith said, "How are babies made?" See, that's another thing about lawn care professionals is that they understand that what you really got to do to make a baby is you got to get out there and you got to plant the seed early on, make sure the soil is moist, and then you just got to water that seed over and over again. You got to really carve up the grass around it, make sure that that's nice and trim and, low to the ground, and you just plant your seed in that wet soil and you just water the shit out of it, man. You just water the shit out of it. The fucking golf shoes was a Fear and Loathing quote. Okay, P8 King. Yeah, I'm taking things way too literally here, aren't I? Tom5K1 says, "I got all the makings for some acid. I just need somewhere to cook." You know? Me too, man. Me too. My best advice for you is to go get a van that has no windows. Set it up in kind of a semi-public but not often used spot, like somewhere where it's like, oh, nobody would set up an acid laboratory in here because this is on public property, but also like an area where not a lot of people go. There's not a high chance of them calling the police because, the van's been parked there for too long. And you just set up and you cook away, bro. You just cook and cook and cook. The best thing about cooking acid is that, like, as soon as one batch is done, you can just start eating out of that batch and cooking your second batch. It makes the second and third batch a lot more fun, in my opinion. But if you keep that strategy up and you just keep doing acid out of your new batches, I'll tell you by about batch 4, you're going to wish you didn't. Universal Reddit Boy says, "We are talking lawnmower work here, Will." You're damn right. We're talking about practice. Yeah, every day is practice, guys. Even if you're out there, you're doing the real thing. It is practice, right? We're still practicing for that next big lawn that we're gonna mow. Tom51K, do you have a stove? Oh, okay, you guys are still talking about doing acid. Yeah, I don't blame you. Acid's fun. Everybody likes a little bit of LSD. Sometimes I will microdose LSD and I'll go out and I'll just mow lawns all day. It's a lot of fun to mow lawns when you're microdosing on acid. The one thing that I like to think is I read this story that like that smell that comes out of grass when you freshly cut it, that nice freshly cut lawn smell is actually like a warning signal to other blades of grass. It's grass sending out warning signals to other blades of grass that something's about to come through and fuck it up. So what I'll do is I'll chomp down like 3 or 4 hits acid. I'm not even microdosing anymore. I'm like mega dosing at this point. I'm double dosing, triple dosing. And I'll just go out there and I'll just commit grass genocide, motherfuckers. Like I'm swooping through the grass. I'm doing 180s. I'm doing 360s. I'm mowing that grass down. And anytime that smell hits my nose, I just say to myself, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm chopping you down. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about me. Micro mowing is the new fad. You're damn right. What the fuck is the other grass gonna do with the warning signal, says Spooky Mussolini? I don't know. Contemplate the last couple of minutes of their life, maybe, before a man on acid swoops through and mows them all down. Alright, let's get back to mowing some lawns. We got more important stuff here. I gotta hop off this stream in about 10 minutes. So where are we at? We just did the soccer field. We talked about acid for a solid 5 minutes. Oh, speak of the devil. So this is actually the town chemist. His name is Kenneth the Chemist. And he makes a lot of stuff, guys. Whenever I first met Kenneth, he was making meth in a 2-liter bottle, which, I'm not going to say that, like, I've tried meth more than 2 or 3 handfuls of time or anything like, 2 or 3 handfuls of times or anything like that, but I do know for a fact that this 2-liter bottle meth that Kenneth was cooking was some pretty solid meth. But I told Kenneth, like, look, man, there's nothing about 2-liter bottle meth that is going to, like, really lift you up or liberate you or teach you anything. So what you need to be doing, bro, is you need to be cooking that DMT, son. You need to be cooking that DMT, and we're all going to smoke DMT, and we're going to go to the 4th fucking dimension. So I set the guy up with a mason jar, I set him up with some paint thinner, I set him up with some Mimosa Hostilis. I think it was Mimosa Hostilis. Yeah, definitely Mimosa Hostilis. So yeah, we set the guy up with some mimosa, we set the guy up with some paint thinner and a nice little mason jar, and he took that mimosa and that paint thinner and he threw it in the jar, he shook it up a couple of times, stuck it in his freezer, and then the next night, that boy had some solid DMT crystals. And me, Mikey the Mower, and Kenneth the Chemist, we sat down and we smoked DMT and we blasted the fuck off, boys. And then you want to know what I did after I took my hit of DMT? I mowed Kenneth's lawn. Because there's nothing as good as mowing a lawn on DMT. Hey, we just went up a rank. Let's see what they have to say. Well, well, well. My secretary, Doris, has just informed me that you have already achieved the 4th rank. So, like I said, when you smoke DMT, you get to go through the 4th dimension, and sometimes if you break through to the 4th dimension while you're mowing your lawn, you do achieve 4th rank. So this is pretty impressive. It's unprecedented. I've never actually seen it happen, but this is pretty good. Some of us think if you keep climbing the ranks at this rate, you'll be president soon. Now that just sounds like a lot of responsibility I'm not sure if I'm willing to take on, but we'll consider it. Ha! Can you believe that? What a ridiculous thing to say. I'm irreplaceable. Oh, listen. I didn't want the job at first. I didn't want to be president, but Gregory Greenfield has just signed his own fucking death warrant, boys. I'm gonna go microdose some LSD and I'm gonna mow him into oblivion. So we need to mow 12 more streets to get our next promotion. That's gonna be like 30 or 40. Oh my god, a sporty cap. What is it? It says mow on it. I have to put this on. Weeble says to get free stocks using them. I say to get free stocks by going to tinyurl.com/apfreestock. You'll help support these streams and make sure that I get to mow more and more lawns. Speaking of which, I hate an abrupt ending, but it is about time for me to go. I've got an appointment here in about 8 minutes. But you know me, I mow lawns right up to the very bitter end. Up until I can't mow lawns anymore, I'm right here mowing, baby. So, I'll be back on later today, more than likely. Really appreciate all of the kind words and awards that you guys gave me. That's super nice. All the cool little updoots I appreciate so much. Once again, this is all for a video that's going on my YouTube channel. You can go subscribe to the YouTube channel, tinyurl.com/justmowing. There's a couple of other ways for you to support the channel as well. But before I go, let's see what you guys have said in chat. Let's see what we got. Mowing on acid, that's a new one. Yeah, I invented it. Yeah, I think Pac-Man0317 up here said it's called micro mowing. I think that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to call it. JRO5 says cry and wait. You know, you got to get a good cry in every now and then. MMFG says haha yes. I assume you're talking about my DMT, so this boy probably smoked some DMT. If you want to get any good DMT, I would recommend hitting up this MMFG941 fella. I'm gonna rate this meme. A4 says, holy shit, this man's gonna create a grass concentration camp. I assume you're talking about my grass genocides. Yeah. You know, all of these lawns, like this right here, this is a grass concentration camp. They've got everybody packed in all tight and together, and what I'm doing is I'm getting in there and I'm freeing them. I'm liberating them by making sure that only the most pure grass blades remain. Let's see. Bruh, you're the best. Oh, what do we got here? Do you like to mow lines or curves? It depends. If I am microdosing LSD, I typically mow in curves, but if I'm mowing sober, then I always mow straight lines. Cassie Dog gave a silver. Thank you so much, Cassie Dog. That is, I appreciate it so much. That's actually the first silver I've ever gotten. I just started doing these streams about 4 days ago, but I'll definitely be back to do more. Tom5K1 says, Kenneth from Connecticut. I'm sure that's a reference that's going over my head, and I apologize, but yeah, he is actually from Connecticut. It's crazy that you mentioned that. This progressed very quickly from talking about lawnmowers to talking about illicit drugs, says Universal Reddit Boy. It often does. It often does. There's a lot of performance-enhancing drug usage happening in the professional lawn care world right now. I think it's something that we don't talk about enough. You got a lot of guys out there taking loop-de-loops and hippity-hops. They're out there taking their flippity-flips and mashing speed and snorting marijuana and smoking cocaine, and they're out there thinking that we won't notice that that's why they're mowing their lawn so fast and that's why they're keeping everything so prim and proper. But I do notice, and it's something that I want to talk about more. Remember to weed the grass, says I'm gonna rate this meme A4. Yeah, I don't weed the grass. I'll tell you right now, as you can see, my lawn mowing strategy on this game has been to never step foot off the mower and to never look down. I always look straight ahead and I just mow. And I think that's a metaphor for life, really. Like when things are going wrong in your life, when you're having a tough time, one of the best things that you can really do is just look ahead and keep mowing. Cassie Dog says you're the best lawnmower I've ever seen. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I've worked hard to up my lawn mowing skill day over day. Blonde Ballerina, what on earth is going on here? We're just mowing lawns, talking about microdosing, no big deal. Yes, I got some pretty good screen records, that works. Let's see. Weed the grass on Weed Man, then mow the lawn on DMT. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Tom5K1. I never thought of that, but that is exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to hop back on here in the next, probably the next like hour or so. This might be what I do all day, is just mow lawns. So, you know, keep an eye peeled, go follow me on Reddit, follow me on YouTube, and you can see me mow more lawns. Universal Reddit Boy, hell yeah. That's right, hell yeah. Spooky Mussolini, how many lawns did Biden mow? The thing about Biden and his lawn mowing strategy is he does it old school, you know what I mean? Like a lot of us are out here using riding mowers. He's still using those non-gasoline power push rotary mowers, and he doesn't always ask consent before mowing your lawn, which I've found to be problematic. A lot of times I'll just see him out in my back lawn just pushing that little rotary mower around, talking about I'm gonna beat Trump, I'm gonna beat Bernie, and I'm like, dude, I didn't say that you could touch my lawn. I didn't say that you could mow my lawn at all. And he'll just shout back at me, I'm gonna be the next president of the United States. He's an interesting character. When will you be back? You know what? I gotta take a quick phone call, and then I gotta make some phone calls. Let's say 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Time right now. I'll be back on at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Sleepy Meepy says, what is mowing? Oh, I've got so much to show you, Sleepy Meepy. I've got so much to show you. You can go subscribe to me on YouTube, tinyurl.com/justmowing, or you can tune back in here in 1 hour. I'll be on this same subreddit. I'll be doing the same damn thing. We're gonna mow some more lawns, guys. Will Smith, oh, I'm back. Welcome back, Will Smith. Name says, I just watched this series. Are you talking about Tiger King, or are you talking about Literally Just Mowing episodes 1 through 3? They're both excellent series, but I gotta say I'm partial to my own. It's Literally Just Mowing. You can find it on tinyurl.com/justmowing. Will Smith 69, tinyurl.com/justmowing. That's the easiest way to go find my YouTube channel. tinyurl.com/justmowing. What's your username? My username on Reddit is LO_F. So I'll put there's a little something in chat so you guys can see that. It's LO_F. And on YouTube, you can find me tinyurl.com/justmowing. The name of my YouTube channel is App-ocalypse, you know. App-ocalypse Now is actually what it is. It's like, you know, it's a pretty clever name. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like the movie Apocalypse Now, but we're talking about mobile apps. So just generally a pretty clever channel name in my opinion. Chicken Little, do you weed eat? Here's the thing, is if you eat weed, it doesn't actually get you high. The thing is that marijuana is heat activated, so you do have to light it up. You do have to light it up in order to get the full appeal. Anyway, I gotta hop off here, guys. I'll be back on in an hour. Thank you so much for all of your support. Go follow me on YouTube and all that stuff.